Hello friends, welcome to my videos. So in this video, I'm gonna share the tips for IELTS speaking, including preparation and the way you appear in the exam in order to score higher. So I scored 8.5 in my exam. So here are some of the points I considered for the examination that really helped me much. So let's start. First of all, feel confident. Then maintain proper eye contact with your examiner. Do not stammer. Do not feel nervous. Well, I've summarized these points, but I understand it's not so easy. So, what you can do before appearing for the exam, try to sit in front of a mirror and have a piece of paper with sample questions of an IELTS speaking test and ask these questions to yourself and see how you talk to yourself. If you stammer or if you find any difficulty, that is gonna be the moment when you actually find out, so that you have enough time to prepare and overcome the difficulties. So do not forget to do this. Okay, now next comes to the next comes the preparation. So when I say about preparation, again I'm gonna say certain points which I have said in my other videos too. So first of all, as I have always said, never fight with the language, instead embrace the language like your mother tongue. I mean, when you use this language, use it the way you use your own. Speak to other people in this language. If you have other participants, or if you have a Skype or WhatsApp group, always speak to them in English, and wherever possible just use English. Because, and when you do this, you are gonna see the improvement yourself, and you are gonna overpower the difficulties like stammering and other issues that people encounter very often. Now, when you speak, certain things you need to keep in your mind. The first thing and the most important fact is grammar. Grammatically, you should be 100% correct if you want to score 8 or higher. So what are the common points where people mistake? Number one, articles, a and the. It's very simple to commit mistakes. For example, I write a sentence. Now, could you please tell me if this is correct or wrong? This is absolutely wrong. The is not required in front of a country name. Now, just next to you, if I write this, I live, what would you see? What would you say? Is this correct or wrong? Well, this is absolutely correct, because when I say Netherlands, it ends with S. So when there is some country name that ends with S, that means it signifies a group or something plural. So in that case, we have to apply the. So if I say the Philippines, the United States of America, the Channel Islands, the Philippines, the West Indies, the United Kingdom, these sentences are correct. But if I write I live in the Canada, I live in the England, absolutely wrong. Second thing, uh, a and an. We know how these are used, but in certain languages where there is no article, people find difficulties when they use English. So again, the only solution is to practice. So suppose if you say I ate egg today, this is absolutely wrong. You have to say I ate an egg today. So uh, the language is not a syllabus or something that you can just mug up and say in front of your examiner. You need to make it as a habit so that these words come automatically out of your mouth. So until you speak, it's not gonna be possible. If you have watched my other video about IELTS listening, there I have shared a tip that helped me a lot even in speaking too. That is to listen to English movies and say exactly what they say. Listen to a dialogue and say what they say, because this is gonna improve the way you speak. You can identify and you speak, and this is how you are forced to speak. And if you are able to speak the sentence you heard in the exact way, that means you said something correctly. And if you make it an habit over the time, your English is going to be improved automatically. And yes, study grammar. Certain words like since, for example, if I ask you how you use these two words, since, for. So when you use since, there's a definite period of time. For example, since 21st October, since 31st December. When you say for, you say a period. For example, for 2 years, for 3 years. So these are certain small points. There are many in this language. So you got to keep these points in your mind when you speak, so that you do not commit these mistakes. Because what happens, people mistake in these factors, and then when they get the results, they get shocked. Oh my god, what I did wrong, how it went this way, why I got a lower score. So these are the reasons. You don't even realize where you committed some mistakes, and that's all, you are screwed up. So make sure you don't do that. Similarly, prepositions, for example, I live in the street. Is this correct? No. I live on Church Street. This is absolutely correct. And when you use street, you don't use the. When you use country names, you don't use the. So always remember this. So grammar is very important. Make sure you study it hard. I mean, when I say hard, means you put full focus on it. It's not something that you're gonna fight. Just embrace this, so that you are confident that you are not wrong. And you know what? Like what I used to do, like when I used to prepare for it, every time I used to prepare, how, like suppose I'm on my way to my office or anywhere else, I see two buildings around me. So in my mind, I describe the building in English. Sometimes I try to use good phrases, good words, anything. Like you can use a variety of words, anything is allowed, there is no limitation, but make sure you use properly. For example, a common mistake people do, that they get a word from somewhere, let's say from a newspaper, then they find out its meaning on Google dictionary, and then they just mug it up and try to use it everywhere. That's not the case. For example, let's say flabbergasted. So if so the meaning of this word is some kind of related to amazed. So if I say, oh, today I got $100, I'm flabbergasted. That doesn't make any sense, because this word is more or less used in the negative sense, not in the positive sense. So you can, so when you learn a word, just don't mug up the meaning and use. Of course, you got to use the word to make it uh, into your set of vocabulary, but also you need to learn how to use a word, then only use it. Because in your examination, it's gonna be judged how accurately and how positively you can demonstrate your knowledge of words or vocabulary or whatever you want to say. So I hope you like this video. I know I know I need to tell you more. So this is the first video about speaking. There will be more in future. So please put whatever comes in your mind as comments. Do not forget to like and subscribe to stay updated. And I'm looking forward to upload more videos and serve you guys well. Thank you.